We went to the Grand Canyon. After a long day of travel, we arrived in Phoenix, Arizona, where we picked up our rental car and headed north. Along the way, we saw wildlife and tons of cactus. Or is it cacti? Here is our experience at the Grand Canyon.
Well, we're at the south rim, the Grand Canyon. It was $35 to get in, and that covers up to 7 days, so we can go to the north rim, which we're doing tomorrow. We can use the same pass. Here with my mom and of course Daniel, having a family trip. So this burnt tree is in the after effects of the local fighters set fire to this area as a, well, it was supposed to be a controlled fire to replenish the soils all around me. It's regrown quite a bit from there, but they actually said that it got out of hand, the fire, and it kind of spread it down the canyon a bit, but they eventually got it under control, and yeah, now it's all regrown, which is great.
We are having a grand time in the Grand Canyon.
In the Grand Canyon. We both peed in the Grand Canyon.
Yes, left our mark.
One more passenger to go. Debbie's turn next.
It's a ritual.
I did it over the canyon.
Well, we can't do that.
But it's true. To be fair with me though, you're thinking, oh, what kind of Chaz does that? Except it was downwind. I'm not peeing into the friggin' wind. Are you kidding me?
Coming back at you.
So I had to go down the canyon. It's the only way. I read that those are water would be there, it freeze, and then it would explode and kind of work away at the rock.
Oh, eat away at it. Okay.
No.
Because you see those all throughout the canyon. So we decided to go for a quick pit stop, and we ended up stumbling upon this bridge, Navajo reservation bridge of some sort, but it's really cool.
We're on the Navajo bridge right now. So apparently this was the only bridge back in the day that ran through Arizona to Utah, so it was very vital transportation platform, and it's just amazing view. Bridges built. One of them in 1928, and one of them wasn't built to sustain heavier vehicles, so that's why the second one was built. And it goes across the Colorado River. I've got some shots.
Track the condors.
Yeah, there's a lot of condors here. birds. There's like a lady giving information on them. She said that they sound like a little kid making T-Rex noises. The condors. Now we're on our way to the North Rim. This place literally looks like we're on Mars. It has boulders, red clay everywhere. Someone built their house using the boulder as one of the main like roof. Don't want that to collapse on you.
I think the roof caved in.
McDonald's.
It's a boulder. All of a sudden it shifts loose and crushes us. There's Debbie. Yeah, I don't even know what they're called, but she said that these pines, like those ones, when you see the red in them, they're like, oh well, hundreds of years old.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, like 200, 300, 400. The redder they are, and the bigger they are, they could be like 400, 600 years old. Yeah.
Wow.
And he said when they're young, the bark on them is dark. It's like a darkish, blackish gray color.
Yeah.
It's not burnt. It's just that they're that color. That means that they're young. But then as they get older, their bark kind of opens up and becomes more red. And so these red ones, like that one's probably like 600 years old. That's what she was saying.
We drove 3.5 hours to the North Rim and it's foggy, cannot see anything. Look at that. Somewhere over there. My mom is a poncho, we do not. So we are 8,200 feet up in elevation here. It's higher, a little bit higher than the South Rim. And where we are now, there's a bunch of like cabins you can rent out. Well, it's clearing up a bit. I'm glad that we waited. It's very cold though. There you go. So the South Rim is, you said 1,200 feet lower?
Yeah. So this is 8,200 feet, and the South Rim's like 7,000 is what the ranger said. And you can kind of get that sense when you look over the edge. It feels a little bit higher. I mean, 1,200 feet, 7,000 feet's high, but an extra 1,000 feet is quite that's a decent amount of elevation.
And the vibe here is like
woodsy,
cabiny.
Do this, the bright angel. Go down there.
This would have been better on the camera.
Oh, hey?
Yeah, you can walk down there. There's people down there.
No, we take this trail,
Yeah.
bright angel. But isn't that something? Holy. side, the north side of the canyon, you don't see as much. Like you see the gorges and the valleys, but it's at the south side you see the whole canyon.
Well, here
and
because of the tree.
and that's the difference.
Yeah.
Is where you're higher and you get a different view. You get kind of a more, I would say, more intimate view, kind of a closer view in the actual like canyon, because these are way closer than any of the gorges that we were on the south, but
And we're like pretty close to the edge.
really close to the edge, and it's woodsy and
That's the edge.
fall off. All these people are like freaking, ooh, it's not that scary, come on. It's like, do you know how to just walk? That's all you need to do. Yeah. That's almost Lion King-esque. Oh, yeah.